Jill is thinking a lot about Kiramiki. Buying one of her posters will prevent her from getting too distracted. Oh, there it comes, our money-wasting thing of the day. We got 9,500. Hopefully a poster's not gonna be too bad. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? She's making up scenarios about jealousy in her own head here. Oh my goodness. Were there multiple Kiramiki posters? 300. Oh, there's a Kiramiki banner. 900. No, okay, we'll just go with the poster. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure she wanted the poster anyway, not anything else. Jill bought what she wanted and she's happy. Good. Today is the 29th. So I think they collect rent at the beginning of the 30th, which means we have this one more day to get at least $800, which should be doable. Yeah, okay, good. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR rep said. Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Oh, shut up, Quincy. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, Augmented Eye. We haven't seen Donovan in a long time, huh? Not that I really want to see him again, but just thinking about it. Wearing socks... Wow! Didn't we just talk about this? Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. Okay, so apparently wearing socks and sandals is officially worse than wearing jeans under a skirt. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so as long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear what we want? Or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Gods be praised for a silly law I'm all in for. It's like a funny haha joke, but if we're taking it seriously, that's actually really scary because the government is policing what you're wearing. As long as you're not naked in public, who cares? I can wear a garbage bag if I want. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilum company. Oh, that is a problem. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon to be announced to address the situation. Being only with Lilum can be tiring though. It seems like a nice novelty for now, but seeing as how the Lilum that we've met mostly act just like human, sooner or later people are gonna start to have relationship problems with Lilum too. And even Dorothy, she worries about her interactions with her mom and all, so it's not as peachy as some people think it is. Nope. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread? Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 PM unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Hey, old news. White knights aren't a thing anymore. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flower law. In the year 2020, we have to line up for the supermarket too, unfortunately. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. Ew. But I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, law. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. That got the thread closed. Unless if I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. There was a before Glitch City? Your grandpa would be... Your grandpa would have been born right around maybe the 2010s and 20s? Yeah, so like during normal times, quote-unquote normal times. If you can even call our current times normal, right? Thursday, December 29. The end of the year is looming closer. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've almost got everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should at least have 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Plus, we get to be alone in the bar with Dana. Alone with a client and Dana. Fine. Give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. Oh my god, boss, you're so damn nosy. I love how kind you are, but you are so damn nosy, seriously. As for me, let's change it up a little bit here. I mean, it's all the same songs though, so there's only so much we can change. Time to mix drinks and change lives. And what does boss mean by a client of Gil's anyway? What client? Bar client? So someone that we've seen before maybe? Or maybe we don't pay attention to Gil's clients. Gil with a crush, huh? Oh, yes! We bought a Kira Miki poster for today. Does that mean that she's gonna come back? That's her color, right? This place. Great! Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill! Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. A stalker? Boss! Stalked woman incoming! The door's open! Go ahead, the door to the left. Oh my gosh, you guys have emergency procedures for dealing with this. Thanks! Hello there! Oh, hi there! The other one! That's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Uh-oh. Oh, wow, okay. Many people we haven't seen for a while coming back. Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. Yup, and unfortunately, unfortunately, I do remember your usual drink. You yelled at me for not giving you a big one before, I think. Yeah, all mixed. Oh my god! What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Why didn't I add Flanner Guide? Here you go. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. Are they getting paid more? But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. Well, it is year end. That's usually when people take vacations, right? So I had to come up with some sort of a reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Yeah, same crap as usual. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but... You do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? Well, it's like trying to ask BuzzFeed to change, right? They make money like that, and there is an audience for that. Oddly enough, if I remember right, BuzzFeed itself is known to be kinda trashy, but BuzzFeed News is actually quite well known to be a good paper. And that might not be able to exist if the big BuzzFeed wasn't around, right? So, hey, clickbait money is doing something good. To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is that Lackey's picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Yeah, I mean... The newspapers, are they really unbiased and factual? The newspapers are owned by somebody, and that somebody would have affiliations with some things and be enemies of others and blah 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 blah. Huh. By the way, did he forget he came in here chasing Kiramiki? Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. For now. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday, they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week, they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Hey, we don't do anything fun compared to those guys. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouse. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlets talks about that. Alright kid, let's try Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Who cares, man? Just serve it and get him to go away. Sweet girly happy. Doesn't really seem like a Donovan kind of drink, huh? But hey, like he says, we all gotta try new stuff once in a while. On the rocks, blended. It's just a drink. If you like a sweet drink, who really cares? Here. Now let's see what the ruckus is all about. So... What brought you here? Oh, why remind him? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits? Did he never come around to see the cup that Kiramiki signed for me? I hope it's not still sitting on the counter. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. The one that you gotta give front page to because last time you missed out on the interview. You were late with the coverage. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. This guy's such a sleazeball. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King-class CH-1A models are, personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? Who cares if he has a family or not? Because now if he says he doesn't, are you gonna be like, well, that's okay then. Please go hit on her. No, right? A wife? But that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Well, I'm glad that someone like you wouldn't be interested in Dorothy. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Alright. Let's just give him a pile driver, literally. Yeah, why not? It's a bitter, manly burning drink. Well, I'm assuming he's not, he's not like a pickup artist, so he's not gonna be able to find a random girl on the street. Probably just gonna hire a Lilum somewhere. One of Dorothy's co-workers, I guess. Co-workers? They're more like self-employed, right? So I don't even know if she talks to anybody else. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. Oh! No, thank you! She probably made a, "Hi Dana sister, this is Kira Miki, thank you so much for supporting me" kind of video. Seems like you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. If we're talking about Japanese idols specifically, even if you see them on the street, they'll probably not take a photo with you because photos with them, usually you would have to pay money for that, right? So they're not really allowed to do too much. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Hey, remember I got the Mulan tea for you, but that's not sweet, right? It's spicy. Maybe you'll want it later on? I don't know. You want a piano woman? It's expensive, and I know you got the money. You got the dosh. Oh, that's, I don't think we have enough room. No. Yup. Doot 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 doot. Boop, boop, boop. Here. Thanks! So, do you know why Donovan was following you? Wouldn't be the first time you've seen him. I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time too. Asking bust size, are you a virgin, whatever. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Last time, when Donovan told me that he asked those questions and she answered without too much hesitation, that was our first exposure to Lilums, I think. So I was thinking, oh, okay, it seems like maybe they answer whatever you ask them, like a robot. But after seeing so many customers, that's not really the case at all, and it was really just a case of Kira Miki being professional and polite and not wanting to anger him. Seems like he was just trying to come onto you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. With your fans, I get it. Don't spoil it for me. Figure. Wait, you are? Or with music? It's not common knowledge, and the ones I hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but... Oh, okay, a real one. Oh, you're being real with me. Okay. I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. We read that one too. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? That sounds kinda sleazy too. I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. That kind of thing would make me think very, very lowly of your producer. I feel like producer and idol, there's a line there you can't cross, and that producer guy is crossing it, and I don't like it. If my favorite idols were dating their producer, I wouldn't be happy. Age differences aside. Oh, but that might also depend on your age difference too. I'm not sure what it is. I'm assuming your producer is a little bit older, but maybe he's not. Hey, it's your song, Miki! You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. Who was it? I don't remember. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I share the exact same opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Agreed. 100%. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? Girl, what do you think is playing in the bar right now? To be honest, I love you. And I will say nothing bad about you. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you, even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Yes, yes, yes. Last time you were looking for tea, but I didn't have it, but this time I do. I got you, girl. I always take care of my customers. Plus, this is $500. Oh my god, we're gonna be rich. 700! 200 tips! Here. Perfect. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? Dorothy. We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Oh, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Hey, Alma likes B-Link, right? Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah. So you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their on-stage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl, through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh, hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like having living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we'd have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs? I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Alright. Oh, I got you your tea, but I was expecting a bigger reaction. Maybe I had to give it to her the first time too. I thought she would be like, oh wow, you guys actually have tea here, or something, you know? Are you having a concert today? If not, I will give you lots of Carmotrine. Why not? They used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about skin problem made them redesign the drink without the sparkling. Here. Sparkling? Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. Well, she's a busy girl. I'd love to go see her concert, but the tickets sold out like super fast, unfortunately. Oh well, maybe I'll catch the televised broadcast or something. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Yeah, we're good. Alright then. What? Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Oh? What happened, Gil? Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Did something happen on your errand? With a girl? Right. Greetings! Oh, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Okay. How you doing, girl? How've you all been? You guys are all coming to the New Year party, right? I really hope so. Can't wait to see y'all. Yep, all blended. Say the name of this drink. Oh, wait. I can definitely make this bigger, right? Or did I make it bigger already? It seems so small. Yeah, I think... Here we go. Do we have it right? Uh-huh. All blended. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Here you go. Thank you. Now that we have Stella and Kiramiki, feel pretty good about my tips today. What brought you here? Waiting for Sei? I came by myself actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is... comfortable, I must admit. Even Sei was saying that my friend likes classier places, but hey, Stella, we already established this. She's not that judgy of a girl. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Gil is the one you can know that too. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. What happened during your errand, Gil? Hey, Jill, have you heard about the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of White Knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. No, someone did mention something about White Knight armor the other day, but I don't remember what about. The detective guy? In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. Is the technology really that advanced? That big of a secret? And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole field ripe with patents just open for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case though. There's this guy named Jack. He's a captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded, to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. Henshin means transformation in Japanese, so think Power Rangers. Hen what? Stella's anime knowledge or something? Tokusatsu knowledge? Tokusatsu includes stuff like Kamen Rider, which is Japanese Power Rangers. They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled a remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. Well, say. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait, you're talking about Virgilio. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. Is Quincy supposed to be capitalized like that? Like he insists that everyone addressing him must capitalize his name. He has no power anyways. He's just a front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So, what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park? I've caught the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. It's interesting that you hold that opinion even though your best friend is a White Knight. Huh. And I remember you talking about this before, you and Say. No, seriously. Hen what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Come on, Stella! I know you like it! I know you like this stuff! Hey, I like Model Warrior Julianne. We might be on the same wavelength. Come on. Crack it open. Crack it open and talk about it. I know you wanna. Uh-huh. Thank you for all the tips all the time, by the way, Stella. That was $300 already. Here. Thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well... I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert. Nice. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here. Oh, you were the fan. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised that she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true? Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone. It's nice to hear, you know? Well, yeah, for someone that you like, you want them to be a nice person, of course. It's like how you guys watch me, and you hope I'm not actually a horrible person underneath. But then like, 2 months from now, I get cancelled because I like pineapple on pizza or something. In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. That's an easy way for her to lose herself though. Down to earth is always said as such a good quality for celebrities and famous people and people in the public eye, but I feel like it would be hard on her. Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time, I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. That's most people. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. I don't doubt it. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? I noticed that too. I thought it was just a rich girl thing, so I didn't want to comment on it. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit to keep an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. Cause you're always going around with the drills. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Would she want to? Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it, and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Something classic. Classy for Stella. You like Bleeding Jane, right? But frothy water is a classic drink. Oh, I'm sure Stella would love that. So beer... Oh, beer and Bleeding Jane's actually the same price. What the heck? That's so weird. Get you a Bleeding Jane. Made a lot of these few days. Boop boop. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. What did I do now? Oh, no Adelheid. What am I doing? God. This one we gotta wait for the blending too. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Bleeding Jane. Thank you for the tips. Here. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Yeah, I think you should too. Just so you know what she told me and what I know. Not because I want to tattle on Sei, but it feels a little bit weird for me to know things about you that you didn't know I know. Say, told me about your eye. That? Oh, yeah, I knew. Wow, she and Say are really so tight. You did? Say told me. I'm alright, don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might just be as shocked hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech in the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Is it decorative, or can you see out of it? I assume you can see out of it because it's doing a bunch of spinny things, but I don't really want to ask you. Oh. Still, she also told you about that Virgilio guy, didn't she? You know him? Virgilio Armandio didn't net any results, but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury, branded traitor after killing a fellow White Knight, declared MIA. Oh wow, I forgot about that part because he saved Seiya and Stella from another White Knight. But what did he get for it? Being branded as a traitor. Wow. But that should have happened a long time ago. And yet he was still running away from people seemingly pretty recently. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you gonna do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Oh. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all the tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but... That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. Oh, maybe it's not patented to avoid leaking details, but patents don't leak tech details, right? It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? 'Cause they want power, they want absolute control. When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. You didn't turn out like that, even though you're rich, Stella. Thank God. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Fair enough. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Oh, Alma. No hello? You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. Yeah, like, I want to go back to Stella a little bit. Maybe she's humble now because she's done something she's ashamed of. And she doesn't like that feeling. You know? Because someone who's so rich, there's a very big chance that she would turn out not great, right? But she's completely okay. It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Oh my god. Fine. Hello, Jill? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. "You overdid it. You totally overdid it," quoth the bartender. I did not. "So, you like poetry?" I had a phase. "Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Sure." "Poetry kind of gal, huh, Jill?" "A little bit surprising, seeing how you probably studied chemistry or science stuff back in school." Here you go. "Thank you for the tips." "Here." "Thanks." "Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while." "Does the name Shadow Master 69's Chronicles ring any bells?" Shadow Master 69? Did you hack into my computer? My phone? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Is that like my old Zanga name? Jill? I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left! I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. Oh, yep. I hope my Zanga's been deleted. Or LiveJournal, or MySpace, or whatever people use. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know. I like this way you look. Hey, there's pictures too? Oh my god. All dressed in black, with a rare accessory popping out, thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. What's that supposed to mean? I don't anymore? So you have a pic. Oh god, you have a fucking pic. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Shadowmaster69 at glitchcity.com. Oh god. Like I said, relax. You're obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sorta haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun, and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. Switch your email, Jill! Today, I say, as I personally am still using an email I made in 2001. I have to ask though, why the 69? Oh, cause we're all dirty and whatever. It was supposed to be 69, not 69. Like, in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. Oh, like some tarot card stuff? I was convinced it meant wise choices. Chill. There's nobody that would read that as 6-9. I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Meanwhile, I live in the dark pits of my own mind, thinking about my past that I have unfortunately been reminded of. Thank you so much, Alma. God damn you. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Someone like Alma probably doesn't have much on the internet, because she's so careful and she's a hacker, so she knows what not to put on the internet. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yup. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who'd I'd describe as such, that I introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. Oh, that's painful. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it would be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it. Anyways, well, good call probably. The other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. Not of dating him, of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. Ooh, that's rough. When you think about marriage, especially if you come from a big family too, it's not really the union between two people. It's the union between two families, and maybe some people can be like, well, I don't care about my family, all I care about is the person I'm seeing, but that's probably not Alma. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own, and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. Yeah, that kind of thing. Stuff like religion, marriage, wanting kids or not. These feel pretty non-negotiable. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. That's sad though. That's always sad because it feels like if it wasn't for this one thing, it would have worked out. It's not because you guys weren't getting along, which wouldn't work out to begin with, right? Almost like, if only I didn't have an annoying family, that would put off everybody. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. Things stop being funny, no matter how funny they are, if you hear them 100 times. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask a real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Wait, so you mean to tell me that... Oh my god. She got her real hands chopped off, and then replaced them with the augmented ones. It's not even just that she put augments into her current hands, she chopped off her old hands. Oh my god. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but there's small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. Oh, I think I would freak out too if I was your mom. My daughter chopped off her hands! But I guess for someone like Alma, she seems pretty committed to the whole hacker thing. It's worth it for her. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Oh! You can donate them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants aren't everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment, and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Quite recently, maybe within the past month or so, I saw a news story about somebody who got an implant of a hand, I think? Also a hand. I think they were black, and they got an implant of a white hand. But after time passed, the white hand turned black on its own to match the rest of the person's skin color. And I think that was on the news because that whole concept itself is a new discovery. That cells in the hand would actually, if they were there long enough, they would change themselves to match the rest of the body. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. Hey, maybe one day you'll be outside shaking hands with somebody and you'll be like, hey, aren't those my hands? I wonder how much tactile feeling you have in your new hands though. Both for the lady and for you, Alma. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. Would she? I thought she might have been happier that somebody else was using them. So are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about it. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Huh? Why? You just call me by my full name. That's not your full name, Julianne. Are you serious? She didn't say Julianne Natalie Stingray. It doesn't count. She gets another one. One chance and only one chance, and you just use it up. Damn it. Oh god. What now? The TV automatically shuts off when she's around. Surprise! Hey, Alma. This might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey! Not particularly, no. Although, there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brain waves. The result would basically be an image, not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you convince yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? You okay, Gil? You've been weird ever since you came back. For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems. You like her? You think? She called you handsome? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. It might have been while he was out. True. Hey boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah. Why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? Is that the English translation for chunibyo? Oh, she's not gonna explain it. Chunibyo or 8th grade syndrome is basically when you're around 13 or so, when you're in 8th grade. And you have some delusions of grandeur where you think you're basically like the main character in an anime or something. Like, oh, I have some skills and abilities that make me very special and I'm gonna save the world or something like that. Or you try to act like an adult when you're basically just a pipsqueak. So stuff like, I drink black coffee because I'm mature and sophisticated, unlike the rest of you. When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously. 8th grade what? You don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show! It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh, I didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, well, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuckboy! Sorry, Gil. 8th grade what? Who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar? Not even the first time, too. Slowly, nobody talked about that glass that we had on the counter again, but I'm guessing we put it away at some point. Hey, look at our money! We're good! We're good, people! We can live! Thank you! Thank you!